Just like Disney's Descendants and High School Musical, Zombies has proven to be a winning blend of music, dance, and fantasy. It is set in a world where zombies and humans coexist after a nuclear explosion caused half of Seabrook's residents to turn into zombies. And although the franchise has been a lot like the other Disney movies, it has also been very unique. As it stands, the fate of production is hanging on a thread. So is Disney's Zombies canceled? Stick around to find out more. While at it, remember to subscribe to Riveted and turn on the notification. The COVID-19 pandemic has had a substantial impact on the film industry, mirroring its impacts across all art sectors. Across the world and to varying degrees, cinemas and movie theaters have been closed, festivals have been canceled or postponed, and film releases have been moved to future dates or delayed indefinitely. Many had wondered if the immense media monopoly of the House of Mouse would be able to withstand this chaos, but not even they have that kind of power. Because of the global nature of its business, Disney began feeling the impact of the virus earlier and more intensely than other media companies. It was forced to close its parks in Shanghai and Hong Kong. A month later, its outpost in Japan shuttered. And in March, its resorts in the US and Europe were closed. As films began to cancel wide releases of the start of 2020, Disney's Mulan was postponed in China and Italy. Particularly for Disney, Mulan not opening in China, where it aimed to make most of its money, was concerning, especially with the possibility that pirate copies will appear and prevent Chinese people from going to see it in cinemas when it is released. Mulan's London premiere on March 12th went ahead without a red carpet, but on March 13th it was announced that the film's wide release would be postponed. Disney also postponed the release of Antlers and The New Mutants. Also on March 13th, Walt Disney Television announced that production was suspended on many of its series. The Disney Family Sing-Along, an ABC special on April 16th, which featured karaoke performances of songs from Disney Works with celebrity guests, was created during the lockdowns in the US to at least ease a little of the tension. Apart from theatrical released, televised programs such as Zombies have also been affected by the pandemic. The majority of television entertainment programs have suspended production due to the pandemic. There may be a challenge once it passes because Disney will have to prioritize shows and possibly cancel some of its projects. The company has already experienced losses, and naturally, it will focus on the most profitable movies first. Disney estimated that COVID-19's impact had resulted in approximately $1 billion lost in its parks, experiences, and consumer products business, and $1.4 billion in losses across all of its operations. In March 2020, Disney's executive chairman Bob Iger announced that he would not take any salary during the pandemic. Well, that was a huge sacrifice considering in 2019, he earned $47.5 million. Chief Executive Bob Chapek announced that he would take a 50% pay cut. Walt Disney Studios also announced that they would no longer report box office figures. Among many things when it comes to Zombies, the company has had to consider location logistics. Disney Zombies and its sequel have been filmed in the same locations in the state of Ontario, Canada. Canada has been attracting multiple big-budget film and TV projects for filming in the country, but with the ongoing pandemic, the logistics of doing a production in a different country can be very challenging. COVID-19 brought media production in Canada to a screeching halt, and at the moment, filming logistics are still uncertain. If one country resumes production while the other country is still facing challenges, it may be difficult to resume production of a franchise such as Zombies, which take place in the Canadian streets. Disney has not spoken about the fate of Zombies, and since the franchise is loved by people all over the globe, many have been left wondering if the movie is canceled. Many fans, however, believe that the franchise will continue because Zombies still has a lot to teach the world. Unlike other Disney projects, the movie does not only serve as something like a fairy tale, but also showcases the principles of equality and serves as a report against prejudices. It is ultimately about acceptance, and as Addison mentions in one of the scenes, fighting against intolerance. If the movie doesn't return, it will be particularly disturbing because Zombies 2 ended on a cliffhanger. At the end of Zombies 2, we see a bright blue meteor or comet striking down on Earth, and we see Addison's alarm clock flickering, and suddenly, Addison's hair glows. So what could this mean? Will there be another species that will be seen in Zombies 3 that will be brought down? Will that species finally be the answer to Addison's unique hair color? If it is another species, what was the point of bringing in the werewolves in the first place? What else could this meteor/comet mean? Why is Addison's hair white? Too many questions, and they all need answers. The cast has already given hints about the third installment, so it's probably going to happen. Donnelly said she wishes she knew what was up with Addison's hair, so that makes more than one of us left in the dark about what's going on. At the same time, if and when Zombies 3 happens, she wants to see one or two things. She really wants Zed and Addison to have like a singing in the rain moment where they have a 5-minute dance break in the rain. And if not, that she wants to see Bucky have a full dance solo because Trevor can dance. We are also hoping to see more of Zedison, and we also hope that in Zombies 3, Bucky will find love. When asked what she wants to see happen in Zombies 3, Carla Jeffrey said, "Sometimes I wonder, is something going to happen where Bree turns into a zombie or maybe a werewolf? I mean, I would definitely want to be a zombie because of Bonzo, but what if something were to happen that I become a werewolf? Would I turn on him? We don't know, Carla. We just don't know." Milo Manheim also spoke about the possibility of Zombies 3, and he said that he would like to be introduced to his mom in Zombies 3. Well, this will probably not happen because Disney is never passionate about moms and their projects. The werewolves, on the other hand, have just joined the party, and they have no intention of leaving anytime soon. Most of the cast members have also said that they would love to be introduced to new species, aliens, vampires, witches, or even mermaids in Zombies 3. Although the official announcement has not been made by Disney, according to us, they are bound to make a third movie owing to the massive success of the predecessors. If that's the case, here's what we should expect from Zombies 3. The cast. We must admit that the cast of Zombies has done a great job of telling the story while singing and dancing to the amazing songs. The first movie of the franchise cast Milo Manheim as Zed, Meg Donnelly as Addison, Trevor Torchman as Bucky, Kylie Russell as Eliza, Carla Jeffrey as Bree, Kingston Foster as Zoe, James Godfrey as Bonzo, Naomi Schnikas as Ms. Lee, Paul Hopkins as Dale, Amelia McCarthy as Lacey, Jasmine Renee Thomas as Stacy, and others in lead roles, while its sequel starred Chandler Kinney as Willa, Pierce Joza as Wyatt, Ariel Martin as Winter, Jonathan Langdon as Coach, Megan Ward as Missy, and Noah Zolfiker as JC, or Kevin, as the additional cast along with the original one. If a third movie is released, we can assure you that as long as these people will be healthy and willing, they will all be part of the third installment. Most of them didn't have major projects coming up, so their schedules will not collide once companies resume productions. Since there's a possibility of the introduction of a new crop of people, there will probably be other people joining the cast of Zombies. Disney has proven that a film can be successful without using veteran Disney stars, so we can expect to see new faces in Zombies 3. The crew. Both parts of the franchise have been directed by Paul Hohen, who has also been one of the executive producers of the movies along with Effie Brown. The movies have been produced by Mary Pentelidis under the production house of Princessa Productions Limited. The screenplay was written by David Light and Joseph Reso. So if there is a third part to Zombies, it would make sense for these people to collaborate once again. The dance choreographer Jennifer Weber is also always ready with killer moves for the cast. Storyline. The musical and dance movie Zombies is inspired by David Light and Joseph Rasso's Zombies and Cheerleaders that follows the love story of a football player Zed who is a zombie with a human cheerleader, Addison, trying to get a balance between their respective groups so that they can coexist with each other in the same world. The first part focused on the struggles that the zombies had to face in fitting into the world of humans in order to get respectful acceptance without any fright, as, after all, they were not monsters, while in the second part, we witness a world with humans and zombies ultimately living in peace. However, their peaceful harmony was interrupted by the werewolves, who entered Seabrook from the Forbidden Forest, searching for their moonstone. The sequel brings in fresher dilemmas, especially with Zed's own prejudices against the werewolves. This serves as an interesting take on intersectionality, and how victims of prejudices often carry their own prejudice towards another group or community. While Zed is struggling with his own prejudice and insecurities, Addison is slowly finding a place for herself as her fate entwines with the werewolves. The third part might focus on Addison's own self-discovery and self-reliance, being the one who couldn't figure out where she belongs, as at the end of Zombies 2. The truth is, Zombies 3 could go in 100 different directions, and we can't wait to see which path Disney will take. Release date. Eagle-eyed fans obviously notice trends when it comes to Disney movies. The first movie of the Zombies franchise premiered on February 16, 2018, while the second part was released on the 14th of the same month in 2020 on the Disney Channel. Zombies 3 was predicted to be released in February of 2022, but it's highly unlikely considering the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. However, we know that Disney wouldn't just cancel such a successful show. The Disney Channel stated that the sequel posted cable television's highest ratings among all kid and girl demographics since Disney Channel's premiere of Descendants 3 in August of 2019. Replays of the movie are still going strong, and the movie is pulling in more viewers across Disney Channel Linear, Video on Demand, and Disney Now. If Disney sticks to the Valentine's season release, we may expect to see Zombies 3 in February 2023, but if all goes well, could be earlier. Apart from Disney's Zombies and the much-anticipated Mulan, the fate of other Disney productions are also hanging on a thread. Given the immense importance of The Little Mermaid to Disney's history, it's no wonder that the studio has added the movie to their ever-growing list of animated movies getting the live-action remake treatment. This new iteration will include extra songs by Lin-Manuel Miranda, who is also producing the film, plus the cast that includes Halle Bailey, Awkwafina, Melissa McCarthy, and a rumored Javier Bardem. The production was in the early stages before the pandemic, but they were forced to press pause on the movie. Another shutdown film already in production, Home Alone, faces a similar, albeit far more low-key, fate to The Little Mermaid. At least with this one being a streaming exclusive, the worries over the theatrical window don't exist for Disney. One bright spot for the company has been the popularity of Disney Plus, the streaming service that launched in November. The subscription offering has added customers who are looking for diversions during the pandemic. Disney Plus reported that it has signed up 54.5 million subscribers in its first 5 months of availability. The original Disney Zombies is already available to stream on Disney Plus, and the company already had plans to add the sequel. Overall, coronavirus has been bad for Disney's business. How quickly Disney bounces back depends largely on how soon it can reopen its parks to the public and whether it can get its films in theaters in time for the summer blockbuster season. What do you think is the fate of Zombies 3? Do you think it is a Disney project worth saving during these trying times? Let us know in the comments section below. Remember, we publish amazing videos daily, so don't forget to subscribe to Riveted.